Hey, baby, look here. I got this new song I wrote.
Good afternoon, everyone out there in YouTube land. You are tuned in to one of the awesomest blogs or vlogs, video blogs on YouTube. Bigmikes blog. Welcome. I am Big Mike, your humble host, welcoming you. How you guys doing out there? I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Hope you guys are enjoying the sun like I will be going to enjoy it shortly. But before I just leave my domain, I figured I would do a blog for you guys, or a video blog. I want to thank again all the supporters, people who have been watching the blog, who have been enjoying it, who have been entertained by it. I thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate trying to entertain you guys and talk silliness to you guys. And I'm glad that you guys are watching it and it's getting a good response so far. So keep watching. I'm going to keep giving you guys good content. So this blog today is on, this kind of came up randomly actually. And initially I wasn't going to bring this up or talk about this, but I figured what the hell, I might as well talk about it, and just get it out the way and clear the air. How I was having a conversation with a friend actually last night, and she was like, you kind of are really putting yourself out there, Michael, on this blog. And I'm like, yes, because I believe that if I'm going to do a video blog on me or whatever, that I believe that I should be transparent and honest, and I have nothing to hide. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just being myself. And at the end of the day, if people like it, then great. If people are turned off by it, then they're turned off by it. But I believe if I'm going to do a video blog about myself and talking about my life and my experiences and stuff, that I believe I should just be as transparent as I can. And the one thing she had brought up is the fact that I'm divorced, and the fact that I brought it up in a blog. So this blog today is basically just talking about my being divorced and the way women have perceived me being, how I guess how women treat me once they find out that I am divorced, and just being divorced in general, and trying to move back into the dating scene and how that's been, and just ending the stigma of divorced people. Because as soon as I say that I'm divorced or I was married, I get treated like I'm a leper, like I have leprosy. You know, I don't understand why that is. I guess to some degree I understand, because women are like, oh, you're divorced. Ugh. That's a red flag. That means you're like a shitty husband, or you have like, you know, whatever, and to some degree I understand this. But at the same time, it's just, things just didn't work out. It's like any relationship, what I'm saying? Like relationships, you date someone for a long time and, things just fizzle and work out. I guess with marriage, the sanctity of marriage and being married, it's a big deal. That's like a forever thing. So the thought of, let's say, being divorced, like people are like, well, what the hell is wrong with you? And I guess for me, I just never understood that notion, I guess, because I believe that, relationships, some relationships, even marriages, like 50% of marriages nowadays end in divorce anyway. So, I mean, it's like flipping a coin when it comes to marriage. But I feel like, although, yes, I was divorced and I am divorced, I feel like I'm a better person since I got divorced. I feel like one of the problems I think with my marriage was I was not really good at communicating. I was very bad at that. And I waited too long to communicate my feelings and convey my feelings, and now I don't do that. I'm very honest, as judged by me doing a blog on my life and things I've dealt with and experienced. So um, I think in hindsight, being married, yeah, it was fun, but I also learned from it, and I think I'm a better person for it. And I guess for me, I just don't understand why women, and I just don't understand, I guess, why women act that way. Because I guess for myself, I'm going to speak for myself, like, there's girls that I've talked to that have been married and are divorced, and I don't treat them or look at them differently. But I guess to some degree too, and a friend had also mentioned this to me, that girls, when I guess they want, like, let's say they meet a guy that they really want to be with and grow old with, they want to be able, let's say if they want to get married, they want to be able to experience it for the first time with that spouse. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, you know, they don't want to meet a divorced guy who's been married and been down that road, and he's already experienced it and is like, oh, I've already dealt with this and whatever. You know, so to some degree I get it, you know. So, and that's, I guess I understand that if that's how a girl feels, then I can't really change their mind. But I guess what I'm trying to say is just because I'm divorced doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Doesn't mean that I'm a leper. Doesn't mean that you should look at me differently and think, oh, wow, this guy's a terrible human being. I wonder what type of shitty husband he was. I wonder, you know, like, I just feel like girls, once I tell them that, if we can have an amazing conversation. But the second I tell a girl that I'm divorced, the conversation's like, wow, you were divorced? What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, like, and it's gotten to a point for me now where I'll wait a while before I will tell a girl that I'm divorced. Unless she's watching this blog, then she'll already know. And then she'll probably just be like, wow, well, not talking to him again. But no, but you know what? I believe in transparency and being honest. You know, and I have no problems telling a girl that I was divorced and I was married and stuff like that. I have no problem saying that. It's just with some girls, I mean, in some situations, I want to feel a girl out, see where it's gonna lead to, and then when the time comes, then I'll say, you know what, just to clear the air, I was married at one point. You know, things didn't work out. It was a, you know, it wasn't a bad experience. It was a learning experience. You know, and that's the way I look at it. I don't look at me being married or as a bad thing. I look at it as a good thing. I think I've grown from it. I think I'm a better person for it. I think it was the best one of the wasn't I mean it was a hard decision to make. It was probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I think it was the best move for me going forward, and I think both of us are in a better place because of it. You know, so I don't look at it as a bad thing. I see it as a positive. And I think also going forward now, I know the type of man that I can be in order for a relationship to thrive and work. You know, I know that there's certain things I won't tolerate that I tolerated in my marriage that I won't tolerate now. Not to say that I'm going to be a hard ass or anything like that, but I believe, like, in any relationship, communication is key. Just like the person who commented on my one relationship blog said, relationship communication is key. And you know, people say it, but in a relationship, when you're dating someone, communication is key. Holding things in and letting things fester is not a healthy way of going about any relationship. And I learned that the hard way. So I made a vow that if I do decide to settle down and be with someone, that I'm not going to do that again. And you know, and again, like, it's a learning experience. And but I don't want I think, like, for someone to judge me solely on the fact that I'm married and not talk to me or get to know me, even if they think, oh, this guy's amazing and awesome and he's wonderful and I vibe with him and I click with him and he has all these traits that I like and I love and da da da, but he's married, I don't know if I can date him. Just don't really think that's fair. You know? I think if you're going to judge me, you should judge me based off of my character and how I am as a person, not because I was married for a year and a half. You know, I was young then. You know, in hindsight, I thought I was ready, but looking back, I don't think I was ready. And it was all a learning experience. You know, so women, I implore you, please don't judge me based off the fact that I was married. Judge me on how I am and how I treat you as treat you and how I deal with you. Judge me off that. And if based off that you feel like I'm not a good fit, then I can live with that. But what I can't live with, and what honestly, and I think why I'm doing this blog and why it drives me nuts, is I feel like girls legitly judge me. And I'm sure they judge other guys based off the fact that they're married. And I just feel like if that's the case, then, you know, I think you're just kind of, you know, limiting yourself from meeting a good guy. Because there's a lot of guys out there that are divorced and stuff, and they've been married, and, you know, they're good guys. You know, just the relationship just fizzled out and didn't work. You know, to me, it's no different than being in a long-term committed relationship with someone that you've been with for 5 or 6 years. You know, the only difference is there's not a piece of paper and a ring on your finger. You know what I'm saying? But again, you didn't go into that relationship thinking it was going to fizzle out and not work. Just like, obviously, I didn't go into my marriage anticipating getting divorced. But it happened, you know? So, again, I don't think that I should be judged based off that. You know, I'd rather be judged on how I am as a person and my character and how I treat you. I feel that those are more important things to judge me off of, you know? But hopefully, you know, but again, so that's my blog on that, on on being divorced, okay? So I am a divorced man, okay? But my divorce was fine. I've been separated for a long time. Been divorced for a while now, so you know, there's no, as you see, my ring finger doesn't have any weird imprints on it, so you know, it's not like I'm freshly divorced or anything like that. So so you know, and it's not like I'm desperate, ready to date, like I'm dying to date someone. It's not that. It's just I'm open to the idea of dating someone who legitimately wants to date me for me because they want to date me because they like me and they want to be with me, you know. But I don't feel like me being divorced should be a sticking point. Even though I know the reality of it is with some women that is a sticking point. And I have, over the past little bit, I have learned to accept that that's probably the case. And that's fine. But I would just hope and wish that you would judge me based off of how I am as a person, not off of that. Okay? And with that note, this is Big Mike signing off. But I want to thank you folks for watching. I know this is a very short blog. It's not really long-winded and me talking randomly and stuff like that. But I just wanted to thank you for watching. I'm going to be hitting you guys up with some more blogs shortly. It's going to be a fun summer. I'm going to be doing a lot of blogs. You know, and I know this, I said this is not a relationship type of thing that I'm going to be doing what I'm doing, but, you know, I will from time to time talk about relationships, okay? So let me know what you think about this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I'm very sorry. And also, if you guys have any topics, anything you want me to discuss, I'm more than willing to discuss it because I have, you know, there's 2 of my blogs that I've done are from ideas that people have given me. So I'm not the type of guy where I'm going to say, oh, give me your suggestions and I won't do them. I will, if they are something that I feel strongly about and I feel like I can discuss them, I will discuss them. That I can promise you. And with that, again, this is me signing off. But before I do, I will leave you with a motivational quote. You guys take care. You guys stay safe. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy the sun. It's nice outside. I'm going to do the same thing. As you can see, I'm dressed in a button-up shirt because I don't normally wear button-up shirts in my house. So obviously I'm going out in a bit. But you guys stay safe. Take care. God bless. I'm out.
My gangster and have the boy blue like a Texas Ranger. And I know cheaters never get crowned, so I play fair like roller coasters and clowns. Yeah.